Hey, language fans, welcome back to Learn English at Ease, your personal guide to mastering authentic, real-world communication. We are so incredibly happy to have you with us today.
Welcome, everyone. We keep things completely real here. We share our own stories, talk openly, and give you the tools to feel safe and self-assured whatever you speak. Behind the mics are Linda and John.
We're just two friends who genuinely care about your growth without judging you or throwing rules at you.
That's right. No painful lessons today. Just life experiences, conversational English, and good vibes.
So have you ever noticed that when someone asks you, how are you today? Almost all English learners give the exact same answer.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they always say, I am fine.
Right. I am fine. Even if, their house is on fire or even if they just won the lottery, we always just say, I am fine.
Yeah, it is like a reflex, right?
Exactly. So today, we're going to break that habit. We're going to build what we call an emotional toolbox so you can finally express your true feelings.
I mean, that is just such a beautiful goal for today, giving you the words to show the world who you really are.
Right.
But before we jump into building this wonderful emotional toolbox, we do have a very small favor to ask you.
Yes, a very tiny favor. If you enjoy our conversations and if you want to support us so we can keep helping you improve your English every single week, please take just 1 second and hit that subscribe button right now.
Yeah, it really, really helps our channel grow.
It does. And it helps more learners, just like you, find a safe place to practice.
Thank you so much for doing that. We truly appreciate you. So let us talk about this habit. Why do we hide behind the phrase, I am fine?
That is a great question. Why do we do it?
I think, well, it is because learning English can feel overwhelming. It is easy to learn vocabulary for food. You can point at an apple and say, I like apples.
Right, because you can see it.
Exactly. But emotions, they are invisible.
They are invisible. Wow. That is a brilliant way to describe it. You cannot point to a feeling sitting on a table.
No, you can't.
And because it is invisible, it feels, dangerous to talk about.
Yeah.
We say, I am fine, because it is a shield.
A shield, yeah.
A shield protects you.
Yeah.
You do not have to worry about making a grammar mistake. You do not have to worry about someone judging you. It is just safe.
But here is the secret about being safe. When you build a wall to stay safe, you also block other people out.
Oh, that is so true.
Hiding behind I am fine prevents you from making deep, authentic friendships.
Right.
When you actually share how you really feel, you open a door. You show vulnerability. And vulnerability is like the super glue that connects human beings together.
Vulnerability is the super glue. I love that. When you tell someone, actually, I am having a hard day, they suddenly feel closer to you.
Exactly. They feel connected.
So our mission today is to give you the exact tools you need to open that door. We're going to start with the foundation. We call it the big three.
The big three basic feelings. These are the building blocks.
Right.
Let us start with the brightest one. The word is happy. Let me spell that for you very, very slowly. H-A-P-P-Y. Happy.
H-A-P-P-Y.
Happy.
This is, when your face is smiling.
Yeah.
Your chest feels light.
Yes.
When the world looks colorful, you just say, I feel happy.
Exactly. And the second building block is the opposite. The word is sad. Let me spell that. S-A-D. Sad.
S-A-D.
Right. This is when your heart feels heavy, when tears might come to your eyes, when things are not going the way you wanted. You say, I feel sad.
I feel sad. Okay, and the third building block is about your energy. The word is tired. Let us call it together. T-I-R-E-D.
Tired.
T-I-R-E-D.
Right. This is when you have been working hard all day and you have zero energy left in your body. I feel tired.
Now, those three words are wonderful, but we want you to sound completely natural and fluent.
Yes, we do.
To do that, we need to add the magic key. The magic key is the word because. B-E-C-A-U-S-E. Because.
Wait, let me stop you there for a second. Why is the word because the magic key? I mean, what does it actually do inside a sentence? That is a fantastic question. The word because acts like a bridge.
A bridge, okay.
Yes, it connects your feeling to the reason you are feeling it. Without the reason, a feeling is just a random fact.
Right, like saying, I am happy.
Exactly. Okay, you are happy, but why? When you add because, you tell a story. You give the listener a window into your life. You explain the mechanism of your emotion.
Ah, I see. It connects the feeling to the reason. It builds a bridge.
Yes.
Let us practice building this bridge together. I will go first. Let's see. I feel happy because the sun is finally shining after a week of rain.
That is a perfect bridge. You gave us the emotion and the exact reason why.
Thanks.
I will try one. Let's see. I feel tired because I stayed up until 2 o'clock in the morning reading a fascinating book.
Oh, I have definitely done that before. Reading a great book in bed.
We all have, right?
Let me try another one. I feel sad because my best friend is moving to a different city next week.
Oh, I can feel the sadness in that sentence. Using because makes your English so much richer.
It really does.
Now, let us take this one step further. We know the basic words. But what if we want to be more specific? Let us look at 2 different types of happiness.
2 different types. Okay, I am ready.
The first specific word is cheerful. Cheerful. Cheerful.
Cheerful. Okay.
Cheerful is a very active, bright type of happiness. It is not quiet. When someone is cheerful, they are projecting positive energy into the room.
Like they are humming a song.
Yes, exactly. They are humming, they're smiling at strangers. It is a very bubbly energy.
A bubbly energy. I like that. So I could say, I feel cheerful today because I am listening to my favorite music.
Exactly. Now compare that to our second word. The word is glad.
Yeah.
Glad. Glad.
Glad. Okay, how is that different?
Well, glad is a totally different mechanism. Glad is the feeling you get when a problem is finally solved or a worry is removed.
Well, like relief.
Yes, it is a feeling of relief.
Oh, I see the difference. Cheerful is an energy you carry with you. Glad is a reaction to a problem going away.
Spot on.
So I would say, I am glad because I finally passed my driving test.
Yes. You are glad the test is over. You would not say, I am cheerful I passed the test, because you are expressing relief. Understanding the why behind these words makes you a master of English conversation.
That makes so much sense. Now, what about when we are not happy? Let us talk about sadness.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not crying, you are not devastated, you just feel a little bit low.
Right, like the color is missing from the day.
Yes, exactly.
For that, we use the phrase feeling down. D-O-W-N. Feeling down. It means a mild, lingering sadness.
Okay, feeling down.
For example, last Tuesday, the sky was completely gray. It rained for 12 hours straight. I sat by my window drinking tea, and I just felt, well, down. I felt down because of the gloomy weather.
You know, that makes me think of something very important for our learners.
What's that?
What if the learner doesn't know why they feel down? What if they cannot build that bridge with the word because? Is it okay to just say, I feel sad today, without offering a reason?
Oh, what an incredibly important question. Yes, 1,000 times, yes. Human biology is complicated. Sometimes our hormones shift. Sometimes our bodies are just fighting off a small cold and it affects our mood.
That makes sense.
Our brains process millions of subconscious inputs every second. You do not always need a logical reason to feel sad.
You do not always need a reason. That is so comforting to hear.
Exactly. It is completely natural to simply say, I am not feeling great today, or I feel a little down today and I honestly do not know why.
Yeah.
Being able to say that out loud without pressure to explain yourself is a huge sign of confidence in a new language.
I am not feeling great today.
That is a beautiful, honest sentence. Now, when we hold on to emotions like sadness or stress, they don't just stay invisible in our mind.
No, they don't.
They actually move into our physical bodies. Have you ever noticed how your physical energy changes depending on your mood?
Oh, absolutely. The mind and the body are deeply connected. That naturally brings us to how we physically experience feelings.
Let's do it. Let us dive into our physical energy levels. Let us start by looking at a massive confusion in English. The difference between feeling tired and feeling sleepy.
Wait, are they not the exact same thing? I mean, I hear people use them the same way all the time.
It is very common to mix them up, but physically they are completely different mechanisms.
Okay, let us break it down.
Well, tired is a feeling in your muscles and your overall physical energy capacity.
My muscles, okay.
When you go to the gym and lift heavy weights for an hour, your muscles produce lactic acid. They become weak. You are physically tired. Your body has no energy left to run or jump.
Okay, so tired is about my muscles and my physical battery being empty. But what about sleepy? S-L-E-P-Y, sleepy.
Sleepy happens in your brain. Sleepy is a biological signal.
In the brain, right.
Your brain releases a chemical called melatonin. This chemical makes your eyelids feel incredibly heavy. It makes you yawn. It means your body is demanding a bed and a pillow to shut down and repair itself.
Oh, I completely understand now. So
Yeah.
you could be tired but not sleepy?
Yes.
For example, if I run a marathon, my legs are exhausted. I am incredibly tired.
Yeah.
But my adrenaline is so high from finishing the race that I cannot fall asleep. I am tired, but I am not sleepy.
Bingo! That is the perfect example. And the reverse is true too.
How so?
You can be sleepy but not tired. Imagine you sit in a very boring, dark lecture hall for 3 hours.
Oh, I've been there.
Right. You have not used your muscles at all. You're not physically tired. But the darkness makes your brain release melatonin. Your eyes keep closing. You are very, very sleepy.
Wow. Understanding the biological difference makes choosing the right English words so much easier.
It really does.
Now, what if you are beyond tired? What if your battery is at absolute zero? What word do we use then?
For that extreme level, we use the word exhausted. Let me spell this long word very carefully for you. E-X-H-A-U-S-T-E-D. Exhausted.
E-X-H-A-U-S-T-E-D. Exhausted. It sounds like a heavy word just to say it.
It is a very heavy word. Let me role play this feeling so you can truly understand the weight of it.
Okay, paint the picture for me.
Imagine this scenario. I am a nurse working in a busy hospital. I just worked 4 12-hour shifts in a row.
Right.
I have been on my feet all day, running from room to room. When I finally walk through my front door at home, I do not even have the energy to take off my shoes. My arms feel like they are made of solid rock. My brain cannot process a single thought. I would collapse on the sofa and say, I cannot move. I am completely and utterly exhausted.
I can feel the exhaustion just listening to you tell that story. It is so heavy.
Yes.
Now, since we are talking about extreme physical feelings, I have a question about another strong physical reaction.
Sure, go ahead.
What exactly is happening in our bodies when we feel nervous? N-E-R-V-O-U-S. Nervous.
Nervous is fascinating. It is your body's alarm system. When you face something scary like speaking English to a native speaker for the first time, your brain thinks you are in real danger.
Right. It panics.
Yes, it activates the fight or flight response. It pumps a hormone called adrenaline into your blood.
Adrenaline, yes.
Yeah.
And what does the adrenaline do?
It does a lot of things. It makes your heart beat incredibly fast to pump blood to your muscles. It makes your hands shake. It makes you sweat. All of this physical chaos is the feeling of being nervous.
And the cure for that chaos is feeling relaxed.
Yeah.
R-E-L-A-X-E-D. Relaxed.
Exactly.
This is when the alarm system turns off, your breathing slows down, your shoulders drop away from your ears, the adrenaline leaves your body. You feel relaxed when you're sitting in a comfortable chair listening to soft music.
Yes. Now, because these physical feelings of exhaustion and nervousness are so common, native English speakers have created brilliant idioms to describe them.
Oh, idioms. I love idioms.
An idiom is a phrase that paints a picture, but it doesn't mean exactly what the individual words say. Let us look at an idiom for being exhausted. The phrase is running on empty.
Running on empty. Okay, I want to try to guess the mechanism here. Are we talking about a car?
Yes, we are talking about a car. Tell me how it works.
Well, a car needs gasoline or petrol to keep the engine running. The gas is stored in a tank. As you drive, the gas slowly burns away. When there is no gas left at all, the needle on the dashboard points to empty. The car is literally running on an empty tank, and it is about to stop completely.
Spot on. So when a human being has used up all their physical and mental energy, but they are still forcing themselves to keep working, they say, I am running on empty.
Ah, I see.
It means I have no fuel left. I am going to collapse very soon.
That is such a vivid picture. I have been studying for 8 hours straight for this exam. I am running on empty. I need to stop. I love that.
It is very useful.
Now, is there an idiom for feeling nervous?
There is, and it is one of the most famous idioms in the English language. The phrase is butterflies in your stomach.
Butterflies in your stomach. Oh my goodness. That perfectly describes the mechanism of anxiety. But why does it physically feel like insects are flying around inside our belly?
It goes back to that adrenaline we talked about.
Okay, how so?
When your brain senses danger, it pulls blood away from your stomach and sends it to your arms and legs so you can run away. When the blood suddenly leaves your stomach, it causes a strange, fluttering, tumbling sensation. It literally feels like a dozen butterflies are trapped inside you, flapping their wings.
Ah, fluttering, tumbling sensation. I remember the very first time I had to give a presentation in front of 50 people.
Oh, that is stressful.
I was standing backstage, my hands were freezing cold, and my stomach felt exactly like that. I had massive butterflies in my stomach. I thought I was going to be sick.
But you survived.
Yes. Once I started talking, the butterflies slowly flew away.
That is a wonderful story. Next time our listeners feel that nervous fluttering, they can smile and say, I just have butterflies in my stomach. It is a natural biological reaction.
You know, talking about all this energy and exhaustion, it makes me think about how different people manage their energy during the day.
What do you mean?
I want to ask you about mornings. Because for me, mornings are when my battery is fully charged. I am incredibly energized. I have my routine. I wake up at 6 o'clock. I drink my dark coffee. I do my stretching. I am on complete autopilot.
Oh, wait, let me stop you right there. I have to completely disagree with you.
Right.
We're entirely different humans. I am never, ever energized in the morning. I am a night owl. The morning is my enemy.
Your enemy?
Yes. When my alarm clock rings, I hit the snooze button at least 3 times.
3 times? You hit snooze 3 times. How do you ever get out of bed?
It is a struggle. The alarm rings, beep, beep, beep. I slam my hand on the snooze button. I steal 10 more minutes of sleep.
Oh, no.
And it rings again, beep, beep, beep. I press it again. My brain simply refuses to wake up quickly. But you used a very interesting word. You said your morning routine is on autopilot?
I did, yes.
Can we unpack the mechanism of that word?
Absolutely. Autopilot. A-U-T-O-P-I-L-O-T. Autopilot. This comes from airplanes.
Right, airplanes.
When an airplane is flying, the human pilot doesn't have to hold the controls the entire time. They switch on a computer program, the autopilot, and the plane flies itself. The human brain does the exact same thing to save energy.
The brain saves energy. How does it do that?
Yes. The brain uses a lot of calories to think. So when you do the exact same actions every single day, like making coffee or driving to work, your brain stops actively thinking about it.
Oh.
It creates muscle memory. It puts your body on autopilot. Have you ever driven home from work, parked your car, and realized you do not remember the drive at all?
Yes, I have absolutely done that. It feels a little bit scary, honestly. Like I was asleep with my eyes open.
That is your brain on autopilot. It was handling the driving automatically so your conscious mind could rest. For me, my morning routine is on autopilot. It requires 0 mental energy, which makes me feel energized.
That is fascinating. For you, autopilot gives you energy. For me, doing the exact same routine every single day sounds exhausting and boring. I need variety.
That makes sense.
This is a beautiful lesson for our listeners. Feelings and energy levels are deeply personal. What charges your battery might drain my battery.
What charges your battery might drain my battery. That is a profound insight. And what happens when our battery is constantly being drained? When we cannot escape the stress?
The emotions start to pile up. The pressure builds.
Let us explore these heavier, more complex emotions. And most importantly, let us learn how to kindly ask for the help we need.
Heavy emotions. These are the feelings that make our chest feel tight. They make our breathing shallow. Let us start by looking at anger.
Anger, yes.
But anger is not just one word. Anger is a spectrum. A spectrum is like a thermometer, moving from cool to very, very hot.
Let us look at the coolest end of the spectrum, the smallest type of anger. The word is annoyed. Let us spell it A-N-N-O-Y-E-D.
Annoyed.
Annoyed. Let me give you a clear picture of this mechanism. Imagine you are sitting in a quiet park trying to read a wonderful book.
Sounds peaceful.
Suddenly, a tiny fly lands on your arm. You gently wave your hand. Shoo. The fly goes away. You return to your book.
Okay.
But 10 seconds later, the fly is buzzing right in your ear. You wave it away again. It comes back. You are not screaming. You are not throwing your book.
Yeah.
But you feel a small, scratching irritation in your mind. You are annoyed. A small, scratching irritation. The fly is annoying. Yes, I have felt that many times. Now, what happens if the temperature on our spectrum goes up? The anger gets a little bigger.
Right.
We reach the word frustrated. Let us spell it carefully. F-R-U-S-T-R-A-T-E-D.
Frustrated.
Frustrated is a very specific mechanism. You feel frustrated when you are trying incredibly hard to achieve a goal, but an obstacle keeps stopping you, and you feel powerless.
Powerless. Can you give me an analogy for that?
Yes. Imagine you are hungry. You have a glass jar of delicious pasta sauce. The metal lid is screwed on extremely tight. You grab the lid with your hand, you squeeze your muscles, you twist as hard as you can.
I can picture it.
Your hand slips, you try again, you wrap a towel around it, you pull and pull. Your face turns red, the lid will not move. You have put in maximum effort, but you have failed. That feeling of failing despite trying your best, that is being frustrated.
Oh, I hate that feeling. You want to just smash the jar on the floor.
That makes perfect sense. Annoyed is a tiny bother, like the fly. Frustrated is the pain of trying hard and failing, like the tight jar.
Yeah.
And what is at the very top of our spectrum?
At the very top, where the thermometer is boiling hot, is angry. A-N-G-R-Y. Angry.
Angry.
This is a very strong, powerful, upset feeling. This is when a deep boundary has been crossed. Someone lied to you, someone stole from you. It feels like a burning fire in your chest.
So we move from the fly to the tight jar to the burning fire. Annoyed, frustrated, angry. That is incredibly clear.
Yes.
Now, there are two other heavy emotions that are very common in our modern world. They are not anger, but they feel very heavy on the shoulders.
What are they?
The first one is a giant word. Overwhelmed. Let me spell it. O-V-E-R-W-H-E-L-M-E-D.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. To understand this feeling, we have to look at how the human brain processes information. Your brain has a limit, a maximum capacity, just like a computer.
Okay, like a computer.
Have you ever opened 30 different tabs on your internet browser at the exact same time? Oh, yes. My computer starts making a loud spinning noise. The fan turns on, the mouse stops moving, the whole system completely freezes.
Exactly. That is exactly what happens in your brain when you are overwhelmed. You have too many tabs open in your life.
Too many tabs.
Tab 1, you have a massive project due at work. Tab 2, your child is sick at home. Tab 3, your car needs an expensive repair. Tab 4, the television is playing loud negative news.
That is a lot.
Suddenly, your brain's processing memory is completely full. You freeze. You cannot make a single decision. You might even want to cry.
That complete system crash in your mind is feeling overwhelmed.
The system crash in the mind. That is the perfect way to explain it. And when you stay in that crashed, overwhelmed state for too long, it leads directly to our next word, stressed.
Yes.
S-T-R-E-S-S-A-T. Stressed. This is the physical damage of carrying all those open tabs. Your neck gets tight, your stomach hurts, you cannot sleep.
Yes. Stress is the physical result.
Yeah.
So when we experience these heavy emotions, annoyance, frustration, feeling overwhelmed or stressed, we cannot just suffer in silence.
No, we cannot. We must use our English to change the situation. We are going to teach you a masterful sentence pattern to ask for help.
This is a crucial tool for your emotional toolbox. The pattern has two parts. I feel insert emotion, so I need insert action.
Right.
Let me repeat that. I feel blank, so I need blank. This pattern is powerful because it states the problem and immediately offers the solution.
Let us practice this together. We will speak very slowly. I will go first.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel overwhelmed by this loud music, so I need to step outside for 5 minutes.
That's excellent. You stated the problem and the solution. Let me try. I feel frustrated with this English grammar rule, so I need to ask the teacher to explain it again.
Perfect. Here is another. I feel stressed about this massive deadline, so I need some quiet time to focus.
Okay, let me pause here. The grammar is easy, but I have a very serious cultural question for you.
Okay, ask away.
Many of our learners come from cultures where politeness and not being a burden are very important. Is it considered rude in English-speaking cultures to just announce, I need a break, or I need a moment? Will people think I am being selfish or impolite?
That is such a vital question. Navigating culture is just as important as navigating grammar.
It really is.
The answer is no, it is not inherently rude. Setting boundaries, which means protecting your own energy and mental health, is actually very respected. But, and this is a massive but, the secret is entirely in your tone of voice.
The tone of voice. You mean how the words sound when they leave my mouth?
Yes. Let me show you. If I'm feeling stressed and I stand up, wave my arms aggressively, and shout loudly, I am overwhelmed, I need a break right now. That is very aggressive. People will feel attacked. They will think you are rude.
Yes, because your tone sounds like you are angry at them, even if you are just stressed by this situation. So how do we do it the right way? How do we sound polite?
You have to intentionally soften your delivery. You use a gentle, assertive tone. You take a slow, deep breath to calm your own nervous system.
A slow breath.
You lower the volume of your voice. You soften your facial expression. And you say calmly and warmly, I am feeling a little bit overwhelmed by all this information right now, so I just need a quick 5-minute break to clear my head.
Wow. Hearing you say it like that, it sounds so reasonable. I do not feel attacked at all. I actually want to help you take that break.
Exactly. When you take ownership of your feeling using a soft tone, native speakers will completely respect your boundary. They will understand. And the magic is, once you take that break and the pressure goes away, you experience a brand new, wonderful emotion.
What is that?
You feel relieved.
Relieved, R-E-L-I-E-V-E-D.
Mm.
Relieved. This is the feeling of heavy weight being lifted off your chest.
Yes. Imagine you cannot find your passport and your flight leaves in 3 hours. You are panicked. You are searching every drawer. Your heart is pounding.
That is terrifying.
Then you reach into the pocket of your winter jacket and your hand touches the little book. You pull it out. It is your passport. You close your eyes and let out a massive breath. All the stress instantly vanishes. That beautiful, weightless feeling is being relieved.
Just imagining finding the passport makes me feel relieved.
Right.
Now, life is rarely as simple as finding a lost passport.
Yeah.
We do not always feel just one emotion at a time. We don't just feel purely happy or purely sad. Human beings are beautifully complicated.
Yes, we are.
Often, heavy and light feelings mixed together in a chaotic soup. Let us move on to how we express these complicated, messy moments.
Yes, the messy moments. We call these mixed feelings, M-I-X-E-D, mixed, when you have two completely different, sometimes opposing feelings inside your heart at the exact same time.
Mixed feelings.
We also use a very visual word for this. We say we feel torn.
Torn. T-O-R-N. Torn. Wait, doesn't torn usually describe paper or fabric?
It does. Imagine you are holding a piece of paper. Your left hand pulls the paper to the left. Your right hand pulls the paper to the right. The tension grows and grows until rip the paper tears down the middle.
Ouch.
When your heart wants two completely different things at the same time, you are pulled in opposite directions. You feel emotionally torn.
Pulled in two directions. This happens a lot during major life milestones, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Big changes.
Absolutely. Let me tell you a story about graduation day. A few years ago, my niece graduated from university. She had worked so hard for 4 years. She was wearing her cap and gown. She looked at her diploma and her chest puffed out with pride.
Pride. P-R-I-D-E. Pride.
Yes, she was so incredibly proud of her achievement.
Pride is a wonderful, warm feeling. But where do the mixed feelings come in?
Well, after the ceremony, she looked at her 3 best friends. They had lived together for 4 years, but now they were all moving to different countries for work.
Oh, I see.
Suddenly, tears came to her eyes. She felt a deep, heavy sadness. S-A-D-N-E-S-S. Sadness. She was standing there, laughing and crying at the exact same time. She was feeling pride for her achievement, deeply mixed with sadness for saying goodbye. She was torn.
Laughing and crying at the same time. That is the perfect definition of mixed feelings. I felt the exact same way when I started my new job last year.
Oh, really?
I walked into the big glass building. I felt immense excitement. EXCITEMENT. Excitement for the new salary and the new opportunities. But my hands were shaking. I was terrified I wouldn't be smart enough. I felt anxiety.
ANXIETY.
Right. I was a bubbling mix of excitement and anxiety.
A bubbling mix. That is a great way to say it. Now, to talk about these complex mixed feelings and to imagine situations where they might happen, we are going to teach you a special grammar tool.
Grammar tool.
Please do not let the word grammar scare you. We will go very slowly. It is called the second conditional.
The second conditional. Okay, learners, take a deep breath. We will break this down piece by tiny piece. What is the mechanism of the second conditional? What does it actually do?
Think of the second conditional as your imagination machine. We use it to talk about situations that are fake, situations that are not real right now. You are just dreaming or imagining in your head.
Okay, an imagination machine.
The structure is like a math equation. It goes like this. If plus a past tense verb, I would feel, plus an emotion.
Let me write that down in the air. If plus a past tense verb, I would feel, plus an emotion. Okay, let us put this imagination machine to work. Let us practice. I will imagine a completely fake situation. Ready?
I am ready. Fire up the imagination machine.
If my neighbor played extremely loud music at 3 o'clock in the morning, I would feel incredibly frustrated.
Brilliant. Let us look at the pieces. If my neighbor played is the past tense verb, I would feel frustrated. Now, is your neighbor actually playing music right now?
No, it is completely quiet outside. I am just imagining it.
Exactly. That is why we use this structure. Let me try one. I will imagine a wonderful situation. If I found a suitcase with $1 million on the street, I would feel absolutely shocked and amazed.
Oh, I feel amazed too. Let us do one more practice.
Yeah.
This is a fun one. Imagine you are in a very busy shopping mall. There are hundreds of people around. You are looking at your phone while walking. You are not paying attention. And you walk face first right into a giant glass door. Smack. How would you feel?
Oh no, that sounds incredibly painful.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly it sounds humiliating. If I walked into a glass door in front of 100 people, I would feel ashamed. ASHAMED. Ashamed.
Ashamed.
Or more specifically, I would feel embarrassed. Let me spell that very long word. EMBARRASSED. Embarrassed.
Embarrassed. That is a feeling we have all experienced. It is a very physical emotion, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is the biological mechanism of feeling embarrassed?
It is fascinating biology. When you do something silly in public, your brain suddenly worries that the social group will reject you. It triggers a stress response. But this specific stress response causes the blood vessels in your face and neck to suddenly expand. Warm blood rushes into your cheeks. Your face turns bright, burning red.
Like a tomato.
Yes. We call this blushing. You feel this intense heat in your face, and your only desire is to become invisible and hide under a rock.
Blushing, yes. The hot, burning cheeks. I remember being 7 years old in school. I raised my hand to ask a question, and I accidentally called my teacher, Mom.
Oh, no.
The whole classroom laughed. The blood rushed to my face. I was so incredibly embarrassed.
Calling the teacher mom is a classic childhood embarrassment. You know, talking about mixed feelings and how differently our brains process situations, it reminds me that feelings are highly subjective.
How so?
Even something as simple as the weather can cause totally opposite mixed feelings for two different people.
Oh, that is so true. The weather is the perfect example of how unique our emotional toolboxes are. For example, when I look out the window and see a massive dark rainstorm, I feel incredibly cozy.
Cozy. Let us spell that warm word. C-O-Z-Y. Cozy.
Right, cozy.
What exactly does cozy mean to you? What is the mechanism of coziness?
Coziness is the feeling of being protected from the harsh elements outside while being wrapped in physical comfort inside.
Yeah, I like that.
When it rains, the world outside is cold and wet. But inside, I wrap a thick, fluffy blanket around my shoulders. I brew a hot cup of cinnamon tea. I sit in my favorite soft chair. I listen to the rhythm of the rain hitting the window. I feel safe, warm, and deeply calm.
Yeah.
C-A-L-M. Calm. I absolutely love rainy days.
See, this is why human psychology is so interesting, because when I look out the window and see a rainstorm, I feel the exact opposite.
Really?
If it rained for 3 days straight, I would not feel cozy. I would feel sluggish. Let us spell that heavy word. S-L-U-G-G-I-S-H. Sluggish.
Sluggish, like a little slug, the slow, sticky bug crawling on the wet ground.
Exactly like a slug. Sluggish means moving incredibly slowly with absolutely zero mental or physical energy. Because the sun is hidden, my brain does not wake up, my limbs feel heavy, I do not want to read, I do not want to work. The rain just makes me feel sluggish and profoundly bored. B-O-R-E-D. Bored.
This right here is exactly why we must build a massive, diverse emotional toolbox. Because feelings are never one size fits all. A rainstorm makes me feel cozy and calm. The exact same rainstorm makes you feel sluggish and bored. By learning all these different English words, we can accurately describe our own unique, beautiful inner worlds.
That is so wonderfully said. Our unique inner worlds. Now, we have talked about heavy feelings like frustration. We have talked about complex, mixed feelings.
Yes, we have.
To bring our conversation into perfect balance today, let us spend our final section exploring the most positive, radiant, and healing emotions we can share with others. Gratitude, connection, and joy.
Yes. Let us step into the sunshine. Let us talk about the vocabulary of warmth. These are the words that heal our stress. I want to start with a truly beautiful word. The word is content. Let us spell it together. C-O-N-T-E-N-T. Content.
Content is such a peaceful word. It is different from being wildly happy or excited. Content means you are deeply satisfied, you are at peace.
That peace, yes.
You look around at your life and you realize you do not need anything else in the world. You do not need more money. You do not need a faster car. You are simply happy right where you are in this exact moment.
Just happy right where you are. That sounds like a quiet, gentle joy. Another incredibly warm word for our toolbox is grateful. G-R-A-T-E-F-U-L. Grateful.
Grateful means you are deeply thankful. You appreciate the good things you have instead of focusing on what you lack. It is a very active emotion.
Give me an example.
You can feel grateful for your physical health. You can feel grateful for a kind friend. Our listeners can feel grateful that they have the opportunity to learn a new language.
Speaking of learning, that brings up another wonderful positive emotion. Curious. C-U-R-I-O-U-S. Curious. Curious means you have a strong desire to learn, to explore, and to understand the world. Children are the ultimate masters of curiosity. They look at a bug and ask, why does it have 6 legs? As adult learners of English, you are highly curious. You're expanding your minds.
And because you are curious and you are working so hard to learn English, you should feel our final warm word, proud. P-R-O-U-D. Proud.
Proud.
When you work hard and accomplish something difficult, you feel a glowing satisfaction inside yourself. You feel proud.
When we feel these warm, glowing emotions, when we feel content, grateful, curious, and proud, our brains naturally want to access our best memories. We want to talk about the good times.
Yes.
If you want to share a beautiful memory in English, you can use a very simple introductory phrase. You can say, I will never forget, or one of my happiest memories is...
Yes, and when you use those phrases, try to use sensory details. The mechanism of a great story is engaging the 5 senses.
The 5 senses.
Do not just say what happened. Tell us what you saw with your eyes. Tell us what you heard. Tell us what you smelled. Paint a vivid picture for the listener.
Let me paint a picture for our listeners using sensory details. Listen to this. One of my happiest memories is walking in the dense pine forest in late autumn. I will never forget the crisp, cold air hitting my cheeks. I will never forget the sharp, fresh smell of the green pine needles. And I will never forget the absolute, profound quiet, except for the gentle sound of birds singing far away. I felt so completely content.
That was beautiful. I could almost smell the pine trees. You engaged sight, feeling, sound, and smell. Let me try to share a sensory memory.
Go ahead.
One of my happiest memories is baking chocolate chip cookies in the tiny kitchen with my grandmother when I was 10 years old. I will never forget the intense, sweet smell of vanilla extract and melting sugar coming from the warm oven. I will never forget the sound of her soft laughter. I felt so loved and so deeply grateful.
Vanilla and melting sugar. That is the definition of a cozy memory. Now, to help our learners express these massive amounts of joy, let us teach them some positive idioms. The first one is a phrase to describe being ridiculously happy. The phrase is, over the moon.
Over the moon. Imagine that your heart is so filled with joy and your body is so filled with light energy that you jump up into the air.
Up into the air?
But you don't just jump a little bit. You jump so incredibly high that you fly all the way up into outer space and you soar right over the top of the moon. It means you are extremely ecstatically happy. When I finally passed my difficult English exam, I was over the moon.
That is a fantastic image. The second positive idiom is a breath of fresh air.
A breath of fresh air. Imagine you have been stuck inside a tiny, hot, crowded, badly smelling room for hours. You feel suffocated.
Sounds awful.
Then someone opens a heavy door and you step outside into a cool, clean, beautiful mountain landscape. You close your eyes, open your lungs, and take a deep, massive breath. Inhale very slowly and loudly. It is a relieving, wonderful change. So when a new manager comes to your stressful office and makes everything better, you say, this new manager is a breath of fresh air.
A breath of fresh air. I love that. And our final idiom is crucial for maintaining relationships. The phrase is no hard feelings.
No hard feelings. Human beings are messy. Sometimes even the best of friends have terrible arguments. We yell, we get angry, we feel frustrated.
It happens.
But after the argument is over and you have apologized, you want to repair the bridge. You want to make sure the friendship is still safe. You look your friend directly in the eyes, you smile softly, and you say, no hard feelings. It means the anger is gone. The heavy, hard feelings are washed away. We are still good friends.
Speaking of being a good friend, let us do a very slow, supportive role play for our listeners. Let us imagine that you are an English learner who is having a very tough, stressful day. And I will be your supportive friend helping you through it. Are you ready?
I am ready. I will start. I feel so incredibly frustrated today. I keep forgetting my vocabulary words. I feel nervous and shaky every single time I try to speak. I feel like my brain is running on empty.
Hey, look at me. It is completely okay. Please, take your time. Every single person who learns a language makes mistakes. It is part of the journey. I believe in you so much. You are actually doing a very, very good job. Just take a deep breath with me. You can absolutely do this.
Thank you. Hearing you say that feels like a breath of fresh air. The butterflies in my stomach are slowing down. I feel much more relaxed and content now.
You know, thinking about these supportive moments and those warm memories of your grandmother's kitchen, I have a deep philosophical question for you. Do you think human beings remember the massive, expensive, big holiday events, more like grand vacations to foreign countries or giant wedding parties? Or do we remember the tiny, small, surprise moments more?
Oh, that is a profoundly fascinating question. Our society tells us we should remember the big, expensive holidays more. We take hundreds of photos to make sure we don't forget them. But psychologically, I argue that the small, simple, quiet moments actually create the strongest, most permanent, happy memories in our brains.
Really, the small moments win. Why do you think that is? What is the mechanism behind that?
It comes back to what we learned about cognitive load and stress. Think about a massive holiday trip. You have to pack heavy suitcases. You have to rush to the airport hoping you don't miss the flight. You spend a huge amount of money. You are constantly worried about the schedule. Your brain is processing a huge amount of stress and anxiety in the background. You feel overwhelmed.
That is completely true. Big trips are often exhausting. We are running on empty by the end of them.
Exactly. But the small moments, like drinking a hot cup of coffee with a friend on a Tuesday morning, or smelling your grandmother's vanilla cookies, or listening to the rain while wrapped in a blanket, they have absolutely zero stress involved. Because there is no stress, your brain's alarm system is completely turned off. The amygdala is quiet. Because of this, your brain can fully 100% absorb the pure joy of the moment. You feel completely safely content. Those stress-free moments sink deep into our long-term memory and stick with us forever.
That is such a profound insight. Small moments create the strongest memories because there is no stress blocking the joy. We have covered an incredible amount of ground today. We have built a massive, highly advanced emotional toolbox.
We truly have. We started by breaking the habit of saying, I am fine. We learned the basic words, happy, sad, tired, and we unlocked the magic bridge word, because. We explored the biological differences between being tired in your muscles and being sleepy in your brain. We talked about extreme exhaustion and the fight or flight response of being nervous.
We climbed the spectrum of anger, from the annoying little fly to the frustrating tight char to the burning fire of being angry. We learned that feeling overwhelmed is like having too many tabs open in a computer, and we practiced the masterful pattern of setting boundaries using a soft, respectful tone of voice. I feel stressed, so I need a break.
We used the second conditional imagination machine to explore mixed, torn feelings. And we finished by bathing in the warm vocabulary of being content, grateful, curious, and proud. This brings us to a final provocative thought, a powerful idea for you to carry in your heart today. We have spent this entire hour building this emotional toolbox. We taught you all these English words to describe your feelings, but learning these words is not just about communicating with other people.
No, it is not just for talking to others.
It is actually about understanding and healing yourself. Neuroscientists have discovered something incredible about the human brain. When you feel a chaotic, terrifying emotion, your brain's fear center, the amygdala, lights up and panics. But the exact moment you use a specific word to name that feeling, the exact second you say, I am feeling overwhelmed, the fear center calms down and the logical part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, turns on.
Wait, so just by naming the emotion, just by picking the right English word from our toolbox, we biologically calm our own brains down?
Yes. If you just feel a big, messy, dark storm inside you, you feel panicked. But if you stop, take a breath and say to yourself out loud, I'm not just vaguely angry, I'm feeling frustrated because I'm trying hard and failing. Suddenly the storm shrinks. Your brain says, we have identified the problem. It is just frustration. We know how to handle this. We just need to take a break. Language is not just a tool for speaking to the outside world. Language is a tool for achieving deep inner peace.
Language is a tool for inner peace. That is the most beautiful thing we have discussed today. When you use your new English vocabulary to accurately name your complicated feelings, you are giving your own mind the ultimate gift of calm and clarity.
Now we have question of the day for you.
Right.
We want you, our incredibly hardworking, curious listener, to actively participate in this learning journey. Are you ready for your prompt?
The question of the day is this: what is one feeling that you feel very often in your daily life, and why do you feel it?
We want you to sit quietly for a moment. Look into your new emotional toolbox. Pick a word. And then we strongly encourage you to write just one beautiful, simple sentence in the comments below. Tell us your feeling. And tell us why, using our magic bridge word, because.
Yes. Write it down in the comments. It is fantastic practical grammar practice for your English. But more importantly, it is a brilliant way to check in with your own heart. We read every single comment you leave for us, and we absolutely cannot wait to see the beautiful sentences you write.
As we wrap up today's incredibly detailed deep dive, we want to look you in the eye and remind you that you are making astounding, undeniable progress.
Truly astounding progress. Learning a language is one of the hardest things a human brain can do.
Just by showing up today, just by sitting here and listening to this very long, complex conversation about psychology and vocabulary, you are drastically improving your English. Every single minute you listen, your brain's neurons are firing, connecting, and learning. You should feel profoundly, deeply proud of yourself.
We are certainly incredibly proud of you. Please remember to leave a comment with your answer to the question of the day. Leave a like on this audio if it brought you value and helped you today. And be sure to check out our next deep dive to keep taking your conversational English to the absolute next level.
Remember that you possess a powerful, sophisticated emotional toolbox now. Use it to build beautiful bridges with other people and use it to find your own inner peace. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for spending your valuable time with us today. Have a beautiful, deeply content, and perfectly relaxed week. Goodbye, everyone.
Keep learning, keep feeling, and keep talking. Goodbye, friends. Take exceptionally good care of yourselves.